What is going on, everybody? Lindy Endzone back with you for another video on the draft class of the Philadelphia Eagles to round out the sixth round here at 224 for the Birds. We got safety slash linebacker Jacoby Stevens out of LSU. This is a player that shows a lot of similar characteristics as to somebody that we picked up back in 2016, if I recall correctly, in Jalen Mills. Another LSU Tiger that showed cornerback and safety capabilities, whereas Jacoby's a little bit different, playing the linebacker role. We've seen over the years the evolution of Mills kind of in some linebacker set situations, playing the safety position and showing a bit of aggressiveness, excuse me, but he never really got on top of the issues that he needed to correct. He wasn't he wasn't the greatest tackler, and his coverage wasn't all that great. Not having some top end speed, but the interesting thing with Jacoby here is that starting his college career, he actually had some snaps at wide receiver. There wasn't too many. Most of his experience came from high school, where he racked up about over 600 yards with 12 touchdowns on about 34 catches. So, from a special team standpoint, maybe he can offer something in the punter kick return game. That's yet to be seen, just because of the fact that we already have a lot of receivers and running backs capable of being able to do that for the Eagles in the first place. We're talking about Jacoby Stevens here, who was one of, if not the most productive defensive players for the LSU Tigers for 2019 and 2020. Tackles for loss, sacks, interceptions, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, you name it, he was able to do it. Obviously, with him being selected, late here, there's stuff that he needs to work on, and obviously he didn't stick out too much to other scouts to take him earlier, but it is what it is. We needed safety depth. It's just a continued theme here with guys that possess a trait of versatility. To be able to be put wherever the defense or the coach, for that matter, asks them to do. So we're going to get into a little bit of his presser here, as goes the presser reaction series of the draft class for 2021 on my channel. If you like the content, drop a like to help me with the algorithm to get this video out to some more Eagles fans, that I may discuss your opinions in the comments, and get some new faces in here to talk some football. Leave a like, drop some comments, or subscribe to the channel if you want more content and a different perspective on the football team that we all want to succeed. So without further ado, we're going to get into a little bit of the presser for Jacoby Stevens, and we'll see what we can gather.
We'll get started here with Rob Kestner and then Ed Kratz.
Okay.
Hey, Jacoby, welcome to Philadelphia. I was going to ask you a football question, but based on that smile, I got to ask the most obvious question. How excited are you to hear your name called? What was it like for you, and what do you think of coming to Philadelphia?
It was a dream come true. I was sitting down. I was talking with my trainer, and we were just kind of talking about the thing, the moves that are being made, and we saw Philly's pick come up, and my phone started ringing, and I saw the area code, and I was like, man, I said, this might be it. And he was so happy. He walked off, and literally as soon as I got off the phone, tears just came out of my eyes. And, I'm just really excited. It's a dream come true. I'm able to come to Philly and play in front of some really loyal and really really good fans, supportive fans. So I'm ready for it, and I'm ready to tackle and contribute any way that I can.
Go ahead, Ed, and then Les.
Hey, Jacoby, congratulations. I just see that they have a linebacker listed under your name there. Linebacker, safety, do you have a preference which you play? Have you played much linebacker?
I don't have a preference. At the end of the day, my thing is about coming in and being able to contribute any way possible. If they have me come in and they want me to play linebacker or they want me to play safety, regardless of what position they want me to play, my job now is to contribute to the Philadelphia Eagles defense. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. And what they label me as, or where they see me playing, that's my coaches, and that's the front office's job. And for me, it's just to come in and do the tasks that they give me.
So there's some minor difficulty in there to gauge from the nervousness of the natural nervousness of him in the interview here, but it's a good sign to see that he wants to continue to build on the versatility that he possesses from the collegiate level and carry it into the NFL, and he's up to the challenge. He's willing to do whatever the coaches are going to ask him to do, as is with any rookie that gets drafted, whether it's through the draft or they become undrafted free agents. And for Jacoby to be prepared and maintained in this mindset, it's a good sign moving forward, because whether we think so or not, there's still some questions at the safety position. Outside of Anthony Harris, who was just brought in on a one-year deal, which is a prove-it contract, and it was good to bring in somebody familiar with Jonathan Gannon's defense, as well as Eric Wilson at the linebacker position. So a kid like Jacoby is going to benefit in that regard. But at the same time, like, we have, what are the expectations for a guy like Kayvon Wallace and Graylin Arnold, and we don't know where Ronnie McLeod is as far as his health after that ACL injury. So it's gonna be up to guys like Jacoby to show out and allow us to not be as worried with the question of depth at the safety position.
Go ahead, Les, and then Bo.
Yeah, continuing on that theme. Well, one thing real quickly, the C is capitalized, right, in Jacoby?
Yes, sir.
Okay, want to make sure I had that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So on the where you're going to play the linebacker part, how do you see that? I mean, I know you said you do whatever, but how do you think that's a good role for you if they make you kind of a hybrid linebacker? There are a lot of those kind of guys in the league now. Have you thought about that a lot?
I mean, I think that's what I really did at LSU. I really did some of that at LSU. I just had the safety title. I have before at LSU and before the draft process, I always have a theory where, football is becoming kind of like basketball in a sense, where it's becoming positionless, where it's all about matchups. It's all about getting this guy on another guy. And so now defenses are getting guys that can do just about a little bit of everything. And it's kind of getting to the point now to where all these guys are playing these different positions. You don't know what to call them. So, I don't get into the label. At the end of the day, the Eagles organization, and hopefully when I come to Philadelphia, the fans just know that I'm a football player. I love football, so I can you can label me as a D tackle, but at the end of the day, I'm on the football field, hopefully making plays.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you heard it there. You heard it there as well, and he's got a bit of a point there when you bring up the concept of the evolution of the NBA to where the positionless players you can even find them at the center spot. And for 76ers fans, you look at a guy like Joel Embiid at his size, and back in the day, you didn't expect a player like him to be able to put the ball on the floor and actually have some dribble moves, work around the paint, and Euro step to Euro step to the basket or shoot a three-pointer for that matter. So it's good that he's carrying that similar kind of mentality, based on his game as to how he performed at LSU, and translate that to the NFL. Good point there. So that'll conclude this episode of Post Draft Pressers with the NFL draft class for 2021 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said in the beginning, I appreciate the contributions that subscribers and future subscribers make, and just viewing even bits and pieces of my video. It's from a support standpoint, it's been pretty damn well as of lately, and I'm not gonna kid around on that, obviously, and the live stream opportunities I've been given with other content creators, and the work that I've been putting into my channel lately, and to say that I have improved from my humble beginnings is a bit of an understatement. I'm getting a lot more comfortable in my element here, and kind of getting out of the digital shell, and being myself, bringing this content to you guys, and not being so much of a broken record to other content creators. But at the same time, it's nice to hear different opinions on the same topic every now and then. And at the end of the day, we all bleed green, and we want this team to succeed, no matter what the cause. But that's going to do it for the post-draft presser with safety/linebacker Jacoby Stevens, selected at 224 in the final for the final 6th-round pick of the Philadelphia Eagles. And we got one more guy to go on defense, and I'm going to bring you guys that video soon. But once again, I've been Lindy Endzone. Take care of yourselves. Fly Eagles fly. Bleed green. I'll catch you in the next one.